Your kid hates martial arts and wants to get out. How to deal with it. First, anytime somebody comes in and takes classes in anything, I was a music teacher before I did martial arts, and obviously a martial arts teacher now. Whenever the student comes in, at some point they have to leave. If for no other reason, then maybe that teacher stops teaching. So because of that, I think everybody has to be pretty mature and realize, okay, well, this is going to end at some point. And you need to do it in a intelligent way and not just in a flimsy way. When I say flimsy, what I mean is we don't want the student, the child, to develop a kind of just ejecting out of stuff. You hear this from a lot of parents, like they don't seem to stick with anything. And the parent complains. And frankly, that's usually because the parents, to some degree, allowing it. So what you have to learn to do, in my opinion, is set a goal. So for example, if you're like a modern karate or a taekwondo student, perhaps setting a goal of a certain rank, because they'll have belt tests pretty frequently. So say, all right, get to this rank and see what you think. And then once they achieve that rank, then it's like, okay, they've earned the right to see a thing through. Sometimes students don't have that grit and perseverance to see their way through the problem. For jiu-jitsu, it may be a rank, but maybe there should be, all right, look, go do this next tournament. Make sure that, go in, give it your best. Because if you see this a lot, you get a bad tournament, and then all of a sudden, we want to pause for a while. And okay, you want to pause because you had a bad tournament. There's some weak-willedness going on. Kendo is a little different. Kendo culture is the other thing we teach here. Tends to be a little bit more about embracing that negative experience and turning that into something good. And you don't get as many kids here in the States, although we do get some, doing Kendo. A lot of times it's just kind of that Kendo culture, I think, is something to aspire to in this regard, because it's go and you do this. So setting that goal and really achieving it, and then from the sort of that mountaintop that they've achieved, then go make the call, okay, do we want to take an exit? Do we want to take a break? How do we want to proceed? The families that are able to set these goals and make things come together first, oftentimes find out that the student was just having a rough time and wasn't able to see their way through a problem. And then when they get to the other side of it, they feel a sense of accomplishment. That feeling of accomplishment is a big deal, because that's where confidence, actual confidence and not arrogance, comes from. Because then they look at themselves and they see that they have a pattern of achieving a thing. They set their mind to it, they get it done, and then, okay, I've done how much of this I want to do, and now I'm going to exit. The students that have families that set that kind of environment for them always do a lot better. It's significant difference between those and the ones that the parents just let them float from thing to thing to thing. And I know parents, we feel a lot of times that, we got that pressure on us. Well, it is for us to set that environment and make sure that they have some sense of achievement before they hit the exit ramp into the next thing. Or else we create people who just don't have any grit or the ability to see the thing through. And just like most parents don't imagine their kids taking jiu-jitsu or taking taekwondo or any of the martial arts out there, and they're going to be world champions. I don't think most parents really want that. I think what they really want is to make sure that they have happy, healthy, strong, capable kids, that they know what their lives were like, and they want to make sure that their kids have the spine to deal with it. I think that's how you accomplish it. So that's my take on it. Hopefully that's useful. I know it's not a huge idea, but sometimes the little simple ideas are the ones that make all the difference. Let us know in the comments what you think. If you have any other questions, be happy to jump into them. This is Raising a Warrior.